Okay, so welcome back to Goomedes Coins and Banknotes, and here we are. We are getting closer and closer to the current coins that Egypt use, but before that, we need to go through another reduction in size of the coinage. So these are the coins that were in circulation from 1972 up until 1984, and some of the previous coins would have still circulated, so you might have had the 1960 coins, definitely the aluminium coins, might have been pulled from circulation. So maybe we can remove the 5 and 10 mil aluminium coins. So then we just have these coins here. So in 1984, they issued a new coin set. Now the lowest denomination I don't have, and that's the 1 piastre. But then I have the second highest, so they issued a 2 piastres, and they issued two types of 5 piastre. So we have the one with the large 5 and the one with the small 5. So they probably, I would say initially they used this design, which is the same as the 1 and the 2 piastres. And then the 5 is too small, and because a lot of people need it to work out the denomination, they changed it to this one. That's just my guesstimate. Then we have a 10 piastre, so that's a reduction in size. And what we can see is that the 5, the 1972, and the 10 of the 1984, so we're talking about piastre denominations, are the same size. So basically you could have used this coin as that value. And then we have the highest denomination. They issued 20 piastres, and this is the same size as the 1972 10 piastres, or quirsh. Okay, so, and this is a pretty common theme when, so the 2 piastres there is the same size as the 10 millimeters. So pretty much the coin that was double value had the same size as the coin that was half the value. So at that time there would have been some confusion. Okay, so in 1984, 85, 86, you would have been using these coins, but I would say is that the older coins would have quickly fallen out of circulation. So they revalued the 10 mils as 1 piastre, same equivalent value, but they reduced the size to the size of a 5 piastre coin, 5 millimeters coin, should I say. So basically you could use the 5 millimeters as 1 piastre, or 10 millimeters. So we're going to use that just as default because I don't have the coin. And so basically the 1, 2 and 5 millimeters were introduced in 1884, and it only took 100 years to remove them from circulation because of the reduction in the purchasing power. Now, initially copper and nickel coins, and before that, these were more like silver coins. So this is a pretty unfortunate event. So with the 1, 2 and the 5, with these coins, with the denomination underneath, there are 2 varieties. You can get the Western or the Christian date on the left, or you can get it on the right. So there's 2 interchangeable dates. So on this one, this is the more common version. The scarcer version, which I don't have, has the Islamic calendar on the left, and that occurs only on the coins with this design. So we have a large Tugra. So this just says Arab Republic of Egypt, and it's just a way that they have used the name of the monarch. So here's an Egyptian coin from the 1800s, and then here's a Tugra of the reigning Ottoman Empire monarch. So it's quite an old style of calligraphy, and that's the only way you can get the 2 alternating dates. Now also on this one, we have a thick and narrow date as well, for with the Christian date coming first. So now how you can tell is that the 4 on here points to the number 0. So this one points underneath it, so it's shooting all the way to the other 4. So this is the thick date. Now the thin date, it should point up towards it. And that's pretty much the easiest way you're going to find which type of variety you do have. And these two coins are the same variety. And I've just kept them because they're in pretty much uncirculated grade. Okay, so this doesn't occur on the 2 piastres. They seem to just have the thick date on this coin, but maybe someone can actually confirm this, or maybe I should do it myself. Okay, then we have the 5 piastres with the large 5, and that coin, it does have 2 varieties. So this one has the non-shaded 5, and there is another coin with a shaded 5. So this is what you're looking for. This is the shaded, and here is the unshaded. You can quite clearly tell the difference. So all of these smaller denominations, aluminium, bronze, in this condition, you could probably pick up for about $5 to $10. The shaded version of this one is a bit expensive. It's only about 10% as far as I know. That's based on Numis the stats. And it would cost quite a lot more. See, there's one for sale on eBay for about $100. That's probably a little bit overpriced though. Okay, and these is called the Gaza series, pyramid series, because they've the 3 pyramids of Gaza, and they're actually quite fine. So this one has the original limestone on top. This one is just the sandstone underneath, which was taken off during the Islamic period to build some of the mosques. Yeah, we have the desert in the foreground. So, okay, now with the 10 quirsh, we have 2 varieties, and the varieties, so we have die 1 and die 2. This one seems to be die, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like it's die 2 because the top dot here is closer to those ones. And on this side, we also have die A and die B. And they're easy to distinguish because you can quite clearly see these towers, windows up the top. On the other 20 quirsh, it seems to be die, so the one with the clear windows is die A, die B is where the windows are actually harder to see. And also you can count the number of windows here. This should have 10 and this should have 9. Yep. Here should I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that has 9. So basically you can do that if you want, but yeah, I really don't want to go around counting people's windows. Okay, so, and also on the 20, we have 2 varieties on this side as well. So, die number 1, so we're looking at this point here. So this is flat, so this is die 2. If this point ends in any pointy area, it's die 1. So that's the 2 different varieties. Okay, so just quickly on the 10, you can see the gap between the top dot, and then we have the top dot that's closer to the bottom dots, and also we have the windows. So, and the windows there, 10, 9, and these windows up the top here are actually a lot clearer. On the 20 we have the same thing, so just look up Numistar, and also here's die number 2, and we have die number 1. So as these are closer to our time period, you can pick these up for about $5 to $10 each, except for the dotted, the shaded area on the large five of the 5 piastres. It's a bit confusing, that was a mouthful. So, and also they issue commemorative coins in their 10 and 20 piastre quirsh coins, although I don't have any, so if anyone can send me some, that will be great. I can pay you like a nickel. Anyway, so these are the coins that were issued up until they started changing the coins in 1992. So if you're wondering what this building is, it's the Muhammad Ali Mosque, built in between 1832 and 1857 in Cairo, and was commissioned by Muhammad Ali Pasha. So it does show a lot of Byzantine characteristics and also Islamic influence, especially the minarets, which are the large towers around it. So now they also put mausoleums on their banknotes, and some of the later coins also have these type of structures. So thank you very much for watching my video. Hope it wasn't a little bit too boring. Hope it teaches you about some varieties you can find in Egypt coins, as well as part of the history. Thank you and goodbye.